Hello and welcome back. In this video, as part of the series on creating a walk cycle using Illustrator and Animate, we're back in Illustrator, and this is going to be a pretty short video. I just want to talk a little bit about the background. So I've created a very simple background for this particular project, and so there's not a lot in terms of actually working in Illustrator to explain it. There's a couple of things, but primarily I wanted to talk about a few features which you need to know so that when we bring it into Animate, it works how we want it to work. So first of all, I've made the background longer than the actual artboard. So the artboard is set to 800 by 600 pixels, just like the Animate file will be. But the white rectangle in the background, and then also the lines that kind of indicate the landscape in the background, are also extended quite a bit past both sides, so that when we bring it into Animate, we can then make a tween and make this kind of panning effect where the background is moving and the character is just walking in place, but it looks like the camera is following the character. The other thing I want to point out is that in here, it's all basically just the pen tool or the pencil tool or the line segment tool. So the line segment tool is used to make this straight line. This next line was done with the pencil tool. The line at the top, which is a little bit more accurate, was done with the pen tool. The cactuses were done by drawing with the pen tool. And then the spikes on the cactus are simply done by using the line segment tool. Actually, let me take one that doesn't have the spike on it. So I draw a line like this, a little bit shorter, and then go up to the top here, and under this section, which is variable width profile, I've chosen this version. And then once you've chosen it, you can just continue to do that. So I make a whole bunch of spikes all over the surface, something like that. The other thing you'll notice is that or the other thing I should point out, I should say, is that I have both of the cactuses in the center of what would be the stage in Animate, so inside the artboard. I had actually wanted it to be over here, but I found from experience that when you put stuff that's over off the side of the artboard, that they don't import into Animate. So I'm going to keep this over in here for right now, and then once we get into Animate, we can separate it out afterwards. These are all grouped together, so it'll be a grouped object which I can select easily and move once we get into Animate. And then I've separated it into layers. So part of the reason for doing that is things like being able to move the cactus, but also if you wanted to later on, and I'm not going to get into this in this particular series, but you could create a multi-plane effect where the mountains are moving at a slightly slower rate than the cactuses are. As the cactuses are in the foreground, those would move quicker than the mountains would in reality, and it helps to give a sense of space and depth into the illustration. I think that that's about all we need to go over in this video. In the next video, I'm going to talk about bringing this into the Animate file along with our character, and then also go over just exporting the file and review what we've covered. So that's it. Thanks very much for listening. I'll see you in the next video.